Welcome to Kids A-Cookin', where kids come first and cooking is fun. I'm Karen, and today Teresa is here having fun in the kitchen, aren't you?
Yes.
We've already done a few creations. Today we're going to make something even better because I hear you love peanut butter.
I do.
Do you eat peanut butter on everything?
Well, not everything, but a lot of stuff.
You said you do some baking. Are peanut butter cookies your favorite?
Mm-mm.
No? What's your favorite cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip. Well, you're in luck because today's peanut butter and chocolate day.
Okay.
So that's good. Well, today we're going to make banana jungle pops. These look really, really good. Did you see them?
Yeah.
They look really yummy. We've already washed our hands, so be sure you do that before you get started. And this recipe will make 12 pops. So we're going to start by cutting 6 bananas in half crosswise. Come on over here, Teresa. We have to start by peeling the banana. You want to peel one? And I'll get one peeled. And then we'll cut it in half and show them how to put the wooden popsicle stick inside. And just sit it here, and you want to cut it in half crosswise like this. You want to do mine too?
Okay.
Thanks. And then you just take wooden skewers like this and just insert them in the cut end of the banana. So you just insert them right in the middle. You want to do one? And then set it on a baking sheet with wax paper, and they need to go in the freezer for about 2 hours until they're frozen pretty firm. We'll go put these in the freezer, and we'll get out the ones that are already frozen.
All right.
Next, we have to create our chocolatey gooey mixture. So we're going to do that by putting 3/4 cup of peanut butter. You can use creamy or chunky. You just want to use a tall glass and make sure it's microwave safe. So we have 1/2 cup measured already. You can use the spatula to put that in there. And then we're going to measure out another 1/4 cup, and that will equal 3/4 cup, won't it?
Right. Yeah.
We're working on our math skills today, too. How are you at math? I know you like to read. How are you at math?
I'm good at math.
Oh, you're good at everything. Okay, we need to measure 1/4 cup, then out of here, and you can use that spatula or the smaller one, whichever you think would work best.
I use a smaller one.
That's a tinier cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the trick with peanut butter, it's not really tricky, but the thing you want to watch is that you pack it down, kind of like when you're doing shortening. Otherwise, there can be air pockets in there, and you won't get as much peanut butter. And you know you want as much peanut butter in there as you can possibly squeeze, right?
Yeah.
That looks like a good measure. This is not a neat recipe, is it?
No.
We can tell already we're going to get messy. Okay, then we need to add 3/4 cup of chocolate chips. We have mini chocolate chips, and that makes them melt just a little bit easier. So if you don't have mini ones, that's okay, but these will melt faster.
Okay.
And then we need to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. So I'm going to let you measure that. Here's your tablespoon. Just remember, you don't want to measure over your ingredients in case you overflow your spoon. So you can just kind of measure over this if you want.
Right.
Sometimes I pour too fast. Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Go ahead. And then one more. Then we're going to put this glass in the microwave, and you want to microwave it 1 to 2 minutes, depending on how strong your microwave is. You want to stop it and stir it about halfway through. So we're going to go put this in the microwave, and then we'll stir it up after it melts a little bit. And then we'll put it back in. All right. So that looks kind of melted, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You can kind of see that it's starting to melt. So go ahead and use your spatula, or you can use a spoon. Is that warm to touch? You want to use this?
Kind of.
Okay. And stir it up. That oil helps make it a little more liquid. Now, if you don't have a microwave at home, you can melt the peanut butter chips in oil in a heavy saucepan over low heat. But be sure you stir it frequently so the mixture doesn't burn on the bottom. If you have young children helping you, it may be hard for them to hold onto the glass and stir at the same time. So you may need to give some assistance or have them work in pairs. Should we melt it just a little bit more?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to scrape that off? Okay, looks like there's some peanut butter there on the bottom we need to stir up.
All right.
So it's mixed real well with that chocolate. Okay, we're getting ready to dip our bananas, but we have to first get our crispy cereal ready because we're going to roll it in that next. I'm going to pull off some wax paper here. Okay, you're a crunching expert. This is fun for your younger kids particularly to help with. But you want this crispy rice cereal, about 2 cups, to be all crunched up. So go for it, Teresa. It's a good way to get out all your aggressions, isn't it? You probably don't have any aggressions, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, that looks good. Now you can open that up and pour some out here because we're going to need that to roll in. You may not want to put it all out here yet. We can add to this. Pour some out here. Okay, that's good for now, don't you think? Just spread it out a little bit. You ready? You ready to dip? Okay, let's take our first banana. You just want to dip it down in the glass and get it covered with all the good goo. Let it drip for just a second. There you go. Or you can, yeah, like that. And then right immediately you want to put it into the cereal. And then we'll put it back on our tray because these will go back in the freezer. So you put it on here. Want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay. That's easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
These would be fun for a party too, wouldn't they? If you're having some friends over. I think the kids would really like these. Roll it again. You might want to encourage working like an assembly line if you have several kids helping you and one can dip and one could roll and you could get through these really quick. I'll put another one on there. Okay, now these will go back in the freezer for about 30 minutes before eating, and I don't think that Teresa and I want to wait that long. I think we want to eat some now. So we have some already ready. You ready to go?
Yeah.
We did good. These look all right. Freezing is a quick, easy way of saving a food you like to eat for another time. It works because at 0 degrees, the food ages or ripens very slowly. After thawing the food, you have to eat it as soon as possible because when it's not frozen, it continues to age until it spoils. 2 kinds of freezer packaging materials are bags and containers. Reclosable plastic freezer-type bags, tins, and rigid plastic freezer containers all work well for freezing food. Aluminum foil is a popular freezer wrap, but it tears, so you might want to wrap in plastic and then foil. Not all materials are moisture and vapor proof. Sandwich bags, produce bags, bread sacks, and wax paper are not. So freeze-in products specifically made for freezing to preserve food quality. Label containers with the contents and date before freezing to help you use the food first that has been in the freezer the longest. And lastly, check to be sure your freezer temperature is 0 degrees or lower. If ice cream in your freezer is soft, your freezer is too warm. Monkeys never had it so good. After making our banana jungle pops, you'll never want a plain banana again. Are you ready to try these, Teresa?
Yeah.
These look really yummy. If by any chance you have any of these yummy treats left over, be sure you wrap each banana in aluminum foil before you store it in the freezer. I don't think there's going to be any left over. What do you think? Is that delicious? For more information about this recipe and helpful hints to make cooking easier, visit our website, and we'll see you next time on Kids A Cookin'.